So I just got home from watching Twisters, and I just need to get my thoughts out there because I had zero hope, zero faith in this film because I love Twister. It's a great movie. Didn't need a sequel. Didn't need a remake or anything like that. I know there were like murmurings of when it came out, like close to when it came out, that maybe they would do one, but it just never came to fruition. And I'm kind of glad that it didn't. And I really, really hate this movie the more I keep thinking about it because it was so much fun until the finale. Like it just came out of nowhere. And not completely out of nowhere. The main character is basically Bill Paxton. And it works. It's fine. It's totally cool. She's not even a girl boss. Uh, Glenn Powell, his character is very similar to the main female, and I really enjoyed their dynamic, their backstories. Like, you don't get a lot for her. You get a little bit more for Glenn Powell, oddly enough, when he's supposed to just be kind of like the jock cowboy type. And it just it was a great dynamic between the two of them, and I really enjoyed that. Like, towards the middle of the film, it kind of they came in a little bit too much with the romance for me because I'm here for a disaster film, not like them to completely take the wind out of the sails of the story. And they kind of do in the middle, but it picks back up after a while, so I was fine with that. But towards the end, they do kind of this callback to where, spoilers ahead, if you don't want to hear about it, stop now. But the ending, she makes the most ridiculous decision to force him to go help people in the town, that they need to stop chasing the tornado and do what their ultimate goal is, to because the town isn't safe. Which, okay, they did that earlier after a tornado stopped, and it was a weird decision the way she was pushing it. She just cares. She's this altruistic character that cares about the towns and wanting to save people, which was fine. Except for the finale, where she forces him to go do this, and in so doing stops them from getting to their ultimate goal, until they get everybody into this theater, and she decides that she just wants to leave and take the truck and go do it herself, by herself, taking his truck. And they had been doing things together the entire time. Well, not the entire time, but since they buried the hatchet or whatever. And it was a great dynamic between the two of them because she was not any better than him. They were very, very much on the same level. And then at the end, she steals his truck and she goes and fights the tornado. And it really, really pissed me off because why didn't you just do that in the beginning then? Because you would have saved more lives had you stopped the tornado the way you did stop it in the end. Had you done it earlier instead of, oh, well, we need to go save the townspeople so I can have a fucking girl boss moment. It's so frustrating. I can't even stand it. Like, the entire time I was thinking I had heard murmurings of her girl bossness. And I just thought, throughout the whole film, I'm having a lot of fun with this. She's not too much of a girl boss. It's very similar to the character that Bill Paxton played. And I was thinking, this is a fun movie. I'm going to give it like a 7 out of 10. And then the finale just happens, and at first I was just like, you know what? Okay, this is ridiculous. There was no need to make her a girl boss whatsoever. They should have just skipped the whole thing going to save the town. And they would have saved the town anyway. So there was no real reason to do it besides to give her this girl boss moment. She's out there by herself driving this big old truck. It was the second time she stole someone's truck, by the way. Which, I get it. I'm a country girl. I like big trucks. But don't go stealing people's cars and then just apologizing later. And then the comedy at the end, they tried to make it a cutesy rom-com moment that just pissed me off even more. I can't. This is a 4 out of 10. And the first 2/3 of the film, even more than that, I can't even give you a better fraction comparison of how much I was enjoying this film thoroughly until the very final moments. It's insane. 4 out of 10. I can't recommend this movie.